Today's video is part 2 of a 3-part series. We are focusing on Tour B of El Nido Island hopping. Good morning, good evening, fellow travelers. Okay, now in Tagalog, magandang araw, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. And now in Ilocano, naimbag nga aldaw kada kayo amin. Okay, now that we have pleasantries all squared away, my name is Amy, and this month we are doing a 3-part series on El Nido, Philippines. I'm originally from the Philippines and now live in California in the United States. My parents still live in the Philippines and they will be our local guides to our Philippine adventure. They know the language, they know the culture, they know the cuisine. It makes traveling a little easier. So part 1 of this 3-part series is getting to El Nido. Although El Nido is one of the most popular destinations in the Philippines, it's not that easy to get there if you're coming from an international route. So part 2 of the series is all about island hopping on Tour B. We get to see the secret lagoon, Snake Island, and more. Part 3 of the series is all about island hopping, this time on Tour B. You get to see the Big Lagoon, the Small Lagoon, and other fascinating sights. There are a total of 10 of us who will be making this trip, ages 8 all the way to 70 years old. So join me along with our local travel guides, aka my parents, in this Philippine adventure. There are actually 4 different tours to choose from in your island hopping adventure. Tour A is normally the most sought after because that's where the Big Lagoon and Small Lagoon are located. For this series, we are actually doing Tour B because I really wanted to see the sandbar located in Snake Island. Tour B focuses on the southern portion of Bacuit Bay. You will visit the following islands in no particular order: Snake Island, and Talula Island, Cathedral Cave, Pinagbuyutan Island, and Cudugnon Cave.
Welcome to El Nido!
Welcome to El Nido! Thank you, Adobe!
Note that the Coast Guard won't release the boats until it's perfectly safe to do so. There was a storm prior, so they wanted to make sure. So we did a lot of waiting, and then more waiting, and then even more waiting. So we took advantage of our waiting time. It's boarding time! My parents actually didn't expect to be walking to the boat. They actually just wanted to do sightseeing and not do any swimming. This definitely took them by surprise.
Go get them? Should we help them? I'll go.
Let's last step.
I know, don't worry.
Your son has it.
Don't worry.
You gotta trust me, Mom.
Don't worry.
Relax.
Amy! Take a picture!
It's okay.
If you can get a boat that departs at 8 a.m., you will have more time at each island with less crowd. But again, you're at the mercy of the Coast Guard. We got pretty lucky that it was low tide when we reached Snake Island because the sandbar was there and we were able to walk across. Lunch was provided as part of the tour, and look at the spread. We had fish, shrimp, chicken, pork, and a lot of rice. Parking required some pretty skillful maneuvering. Aside from all the waiting in the morning, Tour B was actually phenomenal. And then to come home to a sunset like this, amazing. Comments below if you've done this or other El Nido tours before. Well, hope you found something useful in this video. Stay tuned for next week's episode. We will be doing the famous Tour A in our island hopping adventure.